Hey guys, Jeremiah with Steps Pressure Washing and More. Today we're going to be going out and doing one job. We're doing a lot of one job days lately, but we are going to be going on out and we are going to be doing a quarterly gutter cleaning. And this quarterly gutter cleaning was actually by request for this customer. I went out and did one job and they said, we'd like for you to do this every 3 months. It's the only client that I've ever had who wanted it done every 3 months. This customer is really the reason why we're going to be really pushing quarterly gutter cleaning this year, is because I'm able to create a situation where it's a win-win for both parties. And I'll tell you why. Number one, his gutter cleaning costs significantly less per time I come out. He is the lowest price of any of my clients for any of my services because I'm there 4 times a year. And the reason why that is because it takes no time for me to go out there and clean them out every 3 months, because I'm cleaning them out every 3 months. He also gets the peace of mind of knowing that his gutters are being cleaned out and they're never clogging, they're never getting behind, they're never causing damage to the siding or foundation or fascia boards. It's always working. And in exchange for him giving me peace of mind of knowing that I'm going to have revenue in September, December, March, and June every single year, he gets a discount. And I know that I didn't have to give him a discount, but I'm going to be putting a discount in place for anybody who signs up for a quarterly cleaning this year, because it's going to take me 45 minutes to do this entire job, plus drive time. I'll be home in a little over an hour. So I could do 10 of these in a day if I had them kind of close together. And if I had 10 of them close together, that's a good day's work. And if I've got a good day's work in March and September, that doesn't always happen. So I'm really trying to stack my schedule and have that recurring revenue coming in. So let's get out there. Let's see how bad this is after 3 months from June to September, and what I'm going to have to do for this quarterly revenue. This is what we're working on. This is 3 months of buildup. And as you can see, it's actually pretty considerable, considering that it was just in 3 months ago. But we've got a good bit of pine trees all around this house, but you can still see it's loosely packed in here. So this is not the compacted full gutter that we would be working with if it had been a year. So we're going to get up here, blow off the roof, and get these cleaned out. Blowing off the roof, I'm going to do this part by hand to make as little mess as possible down below, so that my ground cleanup doesn't take any more time than it needs to. For 2, you can see we have a pretty good clog started there. And again, these quarterlies provide a ton of value for certain customers like this, where that gutter's already clogged after 3 months. Imagine what it would look like after a year. So this is what I got out of the first gutter line, and I'm assuming I'll have something pretty similar on the front. Around on the front, we have even more pine straw, and we're in an active falling season right now on this, so the roof is going to be covered probably by this afternoon, but we're going to do our best today. All total, that was 1 hour and 4 minutes, and that was a total gutter clean out, roof debris clean off, and a gutter blowout on a 2,600 square foot house. So this is the home that I am kind of really building my quarterly plan around, because he's our only one who has actually agreed to a quarterly schedule. So I've actually got him on a recurring, every single 3 months he's booked on a specific date, and then if it lands on a Sunday, I'll move it by a day or whatever it is. But he's already agreed to that continual service, and he has proven to stand by that. So I know that not all of our clients are going to stick with their service. Times will get hard, times will be, not too bad. I don't think it's really necessary, so they may end up going down to a twice a year, but right now I'm really excited to roll this out and really kind of get the hang of it. Like, am I going to include a free roof debris clean off like I did today? And if I am, is that going to cost extra? Is it going to be a plan where certain services are included, or will I use the roof debris clean off as a like an add-on bonus? Like if you do the semi-annual, you don't get free roof debris clean off, but if you do quarterly, you do, because it doesn't take that long to do a roof debris clean off, especially if you're doing it every 3 months. So we'll see what it ends up being, but this was another good day. Great client. We're out here 4 times a year, and hopefully get some more jobs in the area that we can do the same thing, because we're going to be pushing that every time someone calls for a gutter cleaning service, especially new customers. We're going to be asking them, would you rather do this instead of just a one-time clean? Because one-time cleans suck. And I'm not saying that just because it's harder for me to clean these gutters out. I am more so saying this because there's no value in it to the client. They can have me come out and do a one-time gutter cleaning for a much higher price than what I could do it for quarterly. But what they're ending up with is, you saw today, there were clogs forming in that gutter line, and that was from June to September that those actually formed. And those months really are not super heavy falling months. So if it was already clogged during that, if we're doing once a year, they're going to have clogged gutters 9 months out of the year. So there's very little value in doing that one-time clean when you have the pine straw that client has. Now, I'll also say, on the flip side of this, I am the first person to say you don't need it if they don't need it. I've had clients that have had me come out and they say, we haven't cleaned our gutters in 9 years. Can you go up there and see what's going on? And I'll get up there and there's nothing in them. And so it doesn't make sense for everyone, for every situation, to have a quarterly or a biannually. But there are a lot of my clients that really don't do this enough. And I want to incentivize them to do it. And that way their home is protected a little bit better, and they're not just paying for something that's going to last for a few months and then be useless after that. Along the lines of that, we do have gutter guards that we can install for clients who only want to do this once a year, or who don't see the value in me coming out 4 times a year. I could say, listen, you're going to not have working gutters for 9 months out of the year. I could install gutter guards that we could come out and do a maintenance on every year and clean them off, and see if that works, see if that helps. But I learned a long time ago that the client who calls you to wash their house every year is a better client for my business. It's more sustainable to have me going out there and cleaning these mostly clean houses, rather than me going out there every 4 to 5 years once the house has gotten so dirty they can't stand to look at it anymore. And as a person, yes, it is actually much more enjoyable to wash a dirty house and see that clean after. It's wonderful. But as a business owner, I have to really prioritize the clients who are going to be coming back every single year, or in this case, quarterly or biannually, so that me, or when I do hire technicians, the technicians aren't spending 4 hours cleaning out someone's gutters, and they can do this in maybe an hour, hour and a half, and move on to the next job. And it's not such a labor-intensive situation. All right. Well, anyway, that's all I've got today. Thank you guys so much for watching. Y'all be safe out there.